Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Deen Dawn. It is time for the morning message. The morning message for today, we're highlighting TLC, the Leadership College, and we have two representatives of the Leadership College, brother Yusuf Salih, the principal of the Leadership College, and we have also Hishaam Alberton, who is the coordinator for the fundraising. Let's welcome them. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Yusuf and Hishaam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shukran so much for having us.
Barakallah feekum, jazakumullah khair. In the beginning, we would like to shed some light on the Leadership College. What is it for, when it was founded, and what is the purpose, and which communities exactly does it serve?
Okay. So first again, shukran so much for having us, Sheikh, and to Hilaal TV for hosting us. The Leadership College is a school that's based out in Manenberg. We opened our doors in 2010 to 47 aspiring leaders. And alhamdulillah, to date, we have just under 1,000 leaders that are registered at our school. And Sheikh would notice that I refer to them as leaders because that is what we expect of them. We don't refer to our students as students, learners, or pupils. We refer to them as leaders. The word leadership is also in our name, so it's not there for an ornamental basis. It is there to also convey what the expectation is on our kids, alhamdulillah. So as I said, we are just under 1,000 leaders at our school. We have a primary school and we have a high school. We have a girls campus that is based on one campus, and then we have a boys campus that is based in the heart of Manenberg, really. We cater for the Manenberg community, and if you know anything about Manenberg, it's a community that is really rife with gangsterism, with violence, with drugs, and so on. So we aim to provide the type of quality education that has historically and institutionally been associated with affluence, and to provide that same type of education to the community of Manenberg and beyond. Alhamdulillah, through the grace of Allah, we are the top performing school in Manenberg. We achieved a 93.7% matric pass rate last year, alhamdulillah. We are also the top performing school in the surrounding communities such as Heideveld and Manenberg. So our leaders come from all walks of life, come from all geographical walks of life, but predominantly from Manenberg. We also have some kids that are from Bonteheuwel, from
the surrounding areas.
But also as far as Belhar, as far as Belleville, as far as Michelsplein as well. So that in a nutshell is a little bit about it.
When it was founded, brother?
It was founded in 2010.
2010.
In 2010.
Okay.
And like I said, we opened our doors in 2020 to 47 aspiring leaders. And over a period of 15 years, alhamdulillah, we've grown to such an extent that we now have just under 1,000 registered leaders at our
This
school.
is the current students who are with you now?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah. That's a huge development.
Huge development, alhamdulillah. We have become what is known as the destination school in the community. So when we open up our applications process, we receive in excess of hundreds of applications at our school, which is very difficult because you don't want to leave any child behind.
You want to accommodate everybody.
We want to accommodate everyone. And we are also a school that operates on a low fee system. So as an example, if you think private schooling, often there's a big financial cost attached to that. For us, our primary school is 4,500 Rand a year, and our high school is 9,000 Rand a year. But to put that into further context, only about 5% of our leaders are actually able to afford that fees. So our school financially is dependent on
the community,
our beautiful donors that support us, alhamdulillah, and also our partnership with Islamic Relief. And then we also get our government subsidy.
Look, allow me to ask this question to Hishaam. SubhanAllah, when we talk about gangsterism, we talk about vulnerable communities where we need to change.
Yes.
The first thing always we think of is education.
Yes.
We can't change without education, especially the education of the deen. And I believe you already have Hifz Academy and you have other projects as well. Talk to us about that and about the importance of this type of education, especially in a place like Manenberg.
Shukran. So to put your statement and your question into proper context, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah, I am one of the alumni of the school. And alhamdulillah, I matriculated in 2015. And I myself come from the Mitchells Plain area. And similar to Manenberg, infested with gangsterism, infested with drugs, etc. But through what TLC has brought into my life with the different programs that we have, the different educational and extracurricular programs that we do have at the school. Alhamdulillah, I was now afforded the opportunity to go and study. My first qualification was I went into the stream of agriculture, and now Alhamdulillah today I find myself as number one. I find myself as an employee at the Leadership College. I do head the extracurricular and fundraising department, and then also I'm also studying through the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, which is also a part of the broader community of the Leadership College, where you are able to now study to become an educator in the different phases, Alhamdulillah. So with these different programs, the Leadership College has really focused, or is really focusing on enhancing lives of people on all different levels. And when we speak about the Hifz Academy, Alhamdulillah, they've been doing amazing work over the years. I mean, I only got back into the Leadership College last year, but Alhamdulillah, over these past few years that I was away from the school, I could see the growth, and now that I'm back into the school, I can see that it's not going to stop anytime soon. So the footprint that we have in terms of leadership and setting an example and having a positive impact on the lives of all these young leaders in the different communities is amazing, and it's immeasurable.
This is what I wanted to speak to you about also, is about the feedback.
Yes.
What is the feedback you're receiving from the community and the surrounding communities, and even from the students themselves? Yes. How did it change their lives?
Sheikh, look, when the time that I was at school still, we had this thing in the community where when the day ends for us to go home, right, from school, people would actually have a different approach to us as students coming from the school because of the way we are carrying ourselves, the discipline, the respect. They can see that we are carrying ourselves in a leadership way, in a way of that which a leader should be carrying itself. So the feedback from the community has been amazing. Then from the students, Alhamdulillah, you can actually see the difference in the way that they act, and also their discipline and their respect, because this is what the school instills in the student generally, Alhamdulillah. And these are things whereby you can it's not measurable, but you can actually see the difference from the backgrounds that they come from. You wouldn't say it's a student that's coming from an area where there's shooting happening every day, or where there's drugs being consumed on every corner. So Alhamdulillah, the feedback has been amazing.
Amazing, Alhamdulillah. Speaking to you, dear brother Yusuf, what are your vision and your future projects, or even present projects? What are you looking at to achieve in the near or the far future?
So Alhamdulillah, our vision is really transforming communities through quality education and using faith, particularly Islam, to really serve as the catalyst for that change. Before I speak about certain projects and where we are heading, just to piggyback off of what Hishaam was mentioning here. You know, we are, for all intents and purposes, a faith-based institution. We accommodate Muslims and Christians, but as we stand now, we have plus minus about 90 to 93% of our student body are Muslims. And Islam forms the foundation of everything that we do and informs every decision that we make. As an example, at TLC, when every Monday morning we start our day, our week with Surah Yasin, as a community we recite that. Every Friday morning we end our week with Surah Yasin or Surah Kaf, and we recite that as a community. Our leaders, our girls and our boys, they perform Dhuhr Salah at the campus Monday to Thursday, Alhamdulillah. Whenever there's an important event such as Muharram or Ramadan, we really celebrate it and we put it at the forefront of what we do, because Islam informs everything that we do. When it comes to certain projects, we are, as I mentioned before, very focused on leadership development. We try our best to expose our leaders to things that they may not necessarily have access to, given the communities that they live in. Often, when someone is born and bred in a community like Manenberg or Mitchell's Plain, that is all they know. that defines their entire worldview. So we are very deliberate about exposing our kids and making them understand that the entire Cape Town belongs to them, and it is their responsibility to become global citizens, and it's their responsibility to give back to the communities that they are coming from. So something that we are very proud of, in addition to Hishaam, who's come back and plowed back into the community. Currently, we have plus minus, I think, 7 or 8 alumni that are teaching in our institutions. They've come through school, they've graduated through teaching, and they are teaching at the very school that paved the way. They became leaders, active leaders, alhamdulillah. We really try to be very deliberate about putting together projects that exposes them to things outside of their worldview. We do things like expose them to different professions. We took them to a career expo at the convention center about 2 weeks ago that really just gave them access to different things. And we're also in the near future having TVET colleges, different colleges like UCT and Stellenbosch and so on, as well as Islamic organizations that's going to come and talk to our kids about their futures. So we really just want our kids to understand that they aren't the leaders of tomorrow. They are the leaders of today. That's what we expect of them.
Amazing.
And inshallah, we try to really inculcate in them that their responsibility is to plow back into the community and not define success by the distance they put between where they're coming from and where they are going to, but rather understand that there's an amana on their shoulders to come back and to give back.
With your sincerity, I'm sure you're going to reach to this, inshallah. Talking to you about the challenges, since you are the coordinator of the fundraising, so I'm sure that the issue of finance is also a challenge. Yes. But beside the issue of finance, you talk to us about it also and about other challenges that are facing TLC.
Sheikh, so alhamdulillah, we have, like Yusuf said now, that we have a very, very broad range of students at our school, alhamdulillah. And as is normal in life, that everybody come from different backgrounds, come from different types of upbringings, etc. So obviously to be able to accommodate each and everybody on the same level, on the same platform, that is something that it is definitely a challenge. But alhamdulillah, with our amazing staff, I mean, we have Brother Yusuf Saleh, our principal. They've just been doing amazing by pushing through these different challenges. And alhamdulillah, the work that they put in, the work that we all try to put in, is definitely paying off. I can say that because alhamdulillah, inshallah, and at the end of November, the 25th of November, the TLC Hifd Academy will be embarking on a Umrah journey, inshallah. We'll be taking 22 students, inshallah. 5 of them who will be reciting the final lessons and the khatam in the Haram of Makkah.
Amazing.
I mean, so alhamdulillah, from the past few years, we've had about 18 Huffaz that has completed the memorization of the Quran. So now we're just going to be adding to that with the 5 that's going to be completing now, inshallah. But even that in itself is a challenge, but we don't look at it too much of a challenge. We look at it as an opportunity for us to be able to have an impact, a positive impact on people's lives, and also to change people's lives in the da'wah that we are trying to make in this regard, inshallah.
Jazakumullah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you success.
Ameen.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you and bless your efforts and take TLC from strength to strength. Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullah khair for joining us this morning.
Shukran so much.
Shukran jazeelan. Barakallahu feekum. All right, with that we came to the end of this segment of our program. We're taking a short break. We'll come back after the break, inshallah.